Oh shit, we gotta go. Okay. Hello, Vortex. I've been singing for the past 20 minutes. No, that wasn't the chord. That was it. And I always forget what I was doing. Yeah, always forget what I was singing about. But don't worry, it'll come to me by the time that you've already left, because you don't know what I'm doing. You're probably very confused, and nobody likes to be confused. They'd rather be told exactly what to do than have to think. There's nothing harder for Americans than having to think. And I'm allowed to just say these things because this is my country. Yeah, this is my country, and I'm ashamed to be here. I'm ashamed that most of the people that surround me every day have no idea what's going on. I'm ashamed of the fact that nobody around me. Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying. Everybody around me. It's okay. I don't know how to talk, so who am I to talk about other people? Well, I don't have a smartphone though. And the reason why I keep bringing this up is because, everybody else has a smartphone. Yeah, whenever you don't do what everybody else does, you're allowed to be a bitch about it. Especially when what everybody else does is killing them, and then they complain about that. They complain about how, like, the higher-ups and the elite and the governments and the big tech companies or whatever, they, like, take advantage of us. They take advantage of us little minions. Well, the little minions don't care about life and death. They don't. If they did, they would think more about the things that they do every day. But no matter what they say, they don't care. They don't care, they don't care, they don't care. What was I singing about though? Really, this is upsetting me. Oh yeah. I was just singing about the phones again. Everybody. All they do is the same thing. All they do is the same thing. And I know that is a bit hypocritical for me to say that when all I do is drive around and yell and sometimes play keys, and it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. It is the same thing. I'm getting really pissed off because my keyboard is not staying in my lap. It's making me mad, you guys. That's what I get mad about. Y'all get mad about whatever you're told to get mad about in the news media, and then you forget about it in 3 days because you weren't actually mad about it, because you don't care about anything, because you don't actually have emotions, because your emotions are controlled by the media. I'm an insult comic. And most people can't take criticism, which is dumb, because how do you expect to grow if you can't be criticized? That's all that happens to me. I get criticized day in and day out. That's what I'm all about. If you haven't figured that out, you don't really pay much attention. But I'm sure that's not the only thing. that you're missing. But, okay, where were we? Everybody is staring at a phone, 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 staring at a phone. And that's fine with everyone. Because they're nihilists. Because they never really wanted to exist. Well, me neither, but I'm here, and I think I try to make the most of it. I try to do more with it than the majority of the people that I live around. The majority of people that, they think they're the ones that are sound, but they're not. Because they're not reading into anything. They think they do that. But they can only process whatever's in front of them. They don't think about the bigger picture. They don't connect the dots. They can only connect point A to B. Well, yours truly, we're like a vending machine. We got the A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. So yeah, you can imagine my frustration. So I'm polemic, by the way. You know what a polemic is? Probably not. Polemic is somebody that hates the world because the world sucks, okay? We bitch about the world. We bitch about the problems of the world. We can point out the problems really, really well because we're not staring at a phone, okay? We can bitch about the problems of the world because we don't watch television. And we don't allow ourselves to be blah, 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 blah. Whatever anger problems you think you have, pale in comparison to mine, but I internalize it because I have more emotional maturity than you think you do, okay? Because I don't have the luxury of just going online and whining. That's what you do, you little baby, you little fucking infant, you little zygotes. That's all you do is whine. But all the problems with America, it's not fair, everything is happening. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve to be taken advantage of by the elite. You deserve to eat bugs. You deserve to live in a fucking pod. You watch podcasts. Think about that. Think about the word podcast. I mean, it's just so funny, like the language tells us everything, man. So I'm just going to keep on yelling, you know, since I'm so good at it. Since everybody else is going to keep sending hashtags and taking selfies and pretending that things are going to change here in America. I actually don't think that this is communist at all, since we've had communism in this country for like the past 100 years. I don't think it has anything to do with communism. I think that it's all about technology. I think that it's way more to do with, you know, the whole like warping people's minds, like twisting people's idea of what reality is. And that's so easy to do with social media. They've been doing it with regular ass media since the television, you know, so that was in the 50s, right? Well, America's been going downhill ever since, and people don't seem to notice that. They want to complain about politics, and they want to complain about the education system. Now, sure as shit, the education system has a lot to do with it, you know, and the political decisions, you know, Roe v. Wade, and, you know, putting women in the workplace and all that. Yeah, it has a lot to do with gender roles, and, but, I mean, if you think this is about feminism, like, this is all about technology. I mean, think about it like this. Remember that movie that came out called The Stepford Wives? That was based off of a book that was written by the same dude that wrote Rosemary's Baby, okay? About the satanic child. That was about like satanic cults in Hollywood. And Stepford, the Stepford Wives, that was also about Hollywood too. So, people can talk about politics all day, but it's not going to change, you know? they've already achieved the outcome that they want. Because everybody's doing this all the time, so they don't give a fuck about anything. Don't let them fool you. Have fun in the internment camp. Have fun. I mean, I will. Like, I know that I will. Well, because I can make the most out of any situation. And so, I don't look at freedom the same way that other people do because I'm mentally free. That's why I don't need a smartphone. That's why I don't care about missing out. I don't really know like what you're so afraid of missing out on. Lying? So you're worried that you're going to miss out on being lied to? You're worried that you're going to miss out on being poisoned? Because they're literally poisoning us every way they possibly can. They're poisoning our bodies, they're poisoning our minds. They're poisoning us to believe that we should just hate on everything. And as hateful as I probably sound in these videos, you know, I'm the sweetest motherfucker you'll ever meet. I'm sweeter than apple pie. I really am. Apple pie really ain't that sweet though. What? Okay, how about key lime? Oh, key lime's a little tart. Chocolate? Chocolate pie. There you go. Well, then again though, what if it's dark chocolate? You see, we challenge ourselves, okay? I challenge myself all the time. And yes, I have schizophrenia before you even pointed out. Really? Why does she do the voices? Because it's undifferentiated, son. You know anything about that, or you just like to give people labels that you don't know anything about? But because you don't know anything about it, you just can't wait to display how ignorant you are. That's fine. That's fine. We're used to it. We're so used to it. We work at a restaurant. You see, when you work at a restaurant, you get used to people yelling at you and treating you like crap. And then you realize that it ain't so bad, you know? Because if you can deal with that, it doesn't really matter. Because you have integrity and you have character and you know that it doesn't matter what these shitheads think about you anyway. Because you know that your work ethic is good. So, like, people that complain about stuff that I say or my videos or whatever, it's like, well, are they making videos? And if they are they like anywhere near as creative as the videos that I do? Do they put out anywhere near as many videos as I put out? Probably not. Probably not. I think it's almost impossible. Actually, no. It's just impossible. Yeah, it is impossible. You got what? Like 4,000 videos now? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm probably the hardest worker on the internet. And none of my shit's monetized. So yeah, I can gloat about it. I can be a cunt. It's fine. I'm gonna be a cunt. From now on, raging cunt whore. Okay? Lauren understands. Lauren, you're like the only female that can handle me. You and Ronit. You get along so well with Ronit. I wish you guys could meet, man. But I want to meet you too. If I ever come out to Austin, I'll have to contact you in some kind of way. I don't know how we'll do that. But yeah, man. Ronit, that's my Jew. She's from Tel Aviv. And every time I get discouraged and I don't want to do comedy anymore, it's like she just yells at me. She's like, "You are so needed right now! You are so needed! You know how to get back into comedy! You know how to do it!" That's seriously how she talks, dude. It's great. It's great. You just need a crazy Jew in your life to motivate you. I just hurt my throat doing an impression of Ronit. Oh, anyway. Yeah, so I forgot what I was talking about. Imagine that. We probably have ADHD or whatever that is. I mean, you could call it schizophrenia, you could call it, ADHD. I call it just being American. I call it inoculated too many times. all these people that have all these behavioral problems and psychological problems and eating disorders, it's all because they've been inoculated too many times. If you want to know if that's happened to them, all you have to do is ask them if they've been to a public school. Ask them if their parents are religious. So, it's called roundabout research. You should try it. It's where you ask people questions and you do not make your political beliefs known. People aren't going to tell you oh shit, this is the wrong place. I'm turning into the wrong place. Imagine that. I'm a woman with no sense of direction and I don't have a GPS because I'm not okay with Orwellian technology. Okay, let's turn back around. It's coming up here though. Sorry if my camera work is terrible. I say I'm sorry, but I'm not really sorry because I'm not really going to do anything about it. I'm just saying sorry for the future, just to prepare you, just to let you know, yeah, I'm not doing shit about it. Like, I'm still gonna have shitty camera work because I don't care. I just don't care. Like, that's everybody else's job to care about, like, the quality of, like, the camera work. And yet what they say is not interesting. It's just the same thing over and over again. Trust me, I've watched enough videos and it's so boring. Like, I complain about people being boring all the time. Okay, here we go. Oh, shit. But, yeah, so, please drive slow. Please. Please. Yeah, so I've always had, like, a pretty interesting personality. And it's made me very, real. You know, a lot of people say that, and you're like, you're so real. You're the realest person I've ever met. Yeah, I mean, that's probably, like, why I have this natural aversion to technology, because it's not real. So, that's why I don't like TV, because it's not real. I don't like social media, because it's not real. I realize, though, that the internet and pictures, they can be used to reveal the truth. That is one cool thing about it. It's also horrifying. You know, people that use a camera to depict the horror show that is this world. People that film something really horrible. But I mean, that's why I hate this country so much, because it's like, it's entertaining for them, you know? It's like, people aren't really concerned about anything that's actually happening in people's lives, you know? They don't have any empathy or compassion. If they did, they'd be out, you know, doing something about all these bad things that are going on. They wouldn't just be, like, online bitching, okay? Like, it's not up to police and it's not up to the FBI to fix all these problems. It's just not. It's up to us. It's up to us. We need to stop trusting the system. And a lot of people will say, no, well, that's wrong, that's wrong. That's because you're a fucking conservative, which means, like, you don't break the laws because you're fucking lame, dude. You need to kill pedophiles. You need to kill these people that are hurting children. Like, we can't keep trusting authorities to do anything, dude. Authorities are just going to be used against us. What is this road, dude? What is this road? I can't see anything. Well. I don't know. Do you have brights? I'm pretty sure my brights are on. Okay, well. Well, there's only one thing to do. Let's keep going straight. That's my motto. Just keep going straight. Just keep going straight, and if we've gone too far, I guess we'll turn back around and just see what happens. What is that? You see, I can't tell if there's a road or what. And I know what you're about to say. Well, this is the purpose of having GPS, Amy. This is the purpose because the GPS was telling you to turn. You know how many people get lost with a GPS system? You know how many people get lost? You know how many people turn into the middle of nowhere because of their GPS? And no, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you again. Stop telling me to do what everybody else does because, oh, everybody else does it, and it just makes sense. It just makes sense. No, it doesn't. It does not make sense to have the government following you around and constantly listening to you, dude. That does not make sense. You're a piece of shit. Ask a question every once in a while. I think this is it up here. Let's see. Let's just see what happens here. What is this road here? This probably isn't it. But you see, that's the thing. Like, this is more interesting. Like, I live a way more interesting life because I don't rely on technology. And do you ever consider the fact that maybe it's kind of fucked up that, like, people think that, oh, they're better off because of technology? No, you're not. Because now you're fucking lame. And you're just, like, wasting away. Majority of people that have a smartphone are just completely wasting away. And they don't even care. Yeah, this was not the right road. It's alright. It's alright. You know why? Because we're going to turn the car around. And we're going to go back from whence we came.